Alright everyone, welcome to KK4Z. My name is Scott, and today it's Saturday night. It's about 20 minutes to 8, which is the 20 minutes to the new Zulu day, and I am done. We're going to leave tomorrow morning sometime, so I don't really have time for a tomorrow activation, so I'm going to pack up tonight. However, I did make 100 contacts, and the band conditions were not good. They were all FT8 except for one. I had one CW contact. It's just the bands were just not in good shape at all. And so FT8 was my lifesaver. I typically ran 25 to 35 watts and no more. My antenna, when I start pushing it, when I start pounding FT8 pretty heavy at 35 watts, the transformer gets a little hot. So I kind of keep that on. One thing I found that really worked well when you're operating FT8 from the field is I would call CQ, let's say at 25 watts. And typically, people hear you. What I would do then is once we made that first contact at 25 watts, I would then jump it up to 35 watts and make the QSO, and then before I called CQ again, I would drop it back down to 25 watts. What that does for you is if you are at your maximum power and somebody hears you and they fade or you fade, then you're spending sometimes a couple minutes trying to make that contact, whereas if they can hear you at 25 watts, they most certainly can hear you at 35 watts. And that seems to work better. Your Q rate kind of goes up. Not that this is a contest, but like today, my goal was to try to make 100 contacts from yesterday afternoon till this evening, and I got down to the wire. That's how bad band conditions were. I did it on multiple bands. I got my 10 bands taken care of. But some of the bands where I expected to produce were empty. I mean blanks. So this was my setup for today. The 7300 with the LDG Z11 Pro. My Bengali Traveler paddles, which didn't get a whole lot of use today. My Surface Go computer, which is hooked via USB to my 7300. And then in the back, there's a battery there, but that was for something else. I was using a PowerVerx 30 amp switching supply, which was also charging my phone. You can see there with the cigarette lighter USB thing that I carry with me. The cable again was RG316. And the antenna I used for just about all of my contacts was my Frank antenna, and it worked really well. I actually even worked some DX on 10 meters with it, so it was all in all pretty good. So that's it. I'm going to start breaking her down, and wife is making a delicious dinner, and so I'll write this up probably next week sometime. So it was a lot of fun. For all the people I work, thank you. Thank you for your patience in working with the band, and thank you for sticking with me. So we'll see you next time. This is KK4Z, and I am clear.